LJ!
Why are you calling me?
Lorne said I could. This is Winnie. How are you, son?
Son?
I'm your dad's girlfriend, but don't tell him that.
Oh, okay. I thought he said the other day that, you weren't together.
Well, we're not, but right now I'll pretend I am so we can be a happy family. Your dad wants me to answer all of your questions about him. I would be happy to oblige. Your father was born in an old cabin. When Abraham Lincoln was a young boy, they used to go chop wood together. Just kidding. He lives in Maine now. He's a good man.
Oh, is he?
I think
I Googled him, and he didn't seem like a very good man.
It was just a mistake. It was all a misunderstanding. You know what it's like to be horny, right? I mean, we all do stupid stuff like that. You can forgive him.
I don't think I've ever made that mistake, but,
You don't think? See? Anything's possible.
I just, I don't... He said he was going to explain what happened, and I haven't talked to him since... He were calling me a bunch last night, but he didn't seem to want to talk, so...
How come every time I email your mom, she tells me to fuck off? She's really upset. I'm sorry.
Yes, I don't think she likes you. You come off very abrasive, I guess. I don't know. She says you're rude.
But she said she doesn't want Lorne to ever call her, and Lorne just has a question or two. He's your father.
Well, what questions does he have, and I can maybe ask her, because she doesn't want anything to do with him.
He wants to know why she did not tell him, because you missed out on 22 years of birthday gifts and Christmas gifts from good old Daddy Lorne. He's a good man. You can call him Uncle Lorne. That'll make you feel more comfortable.
Right.
Because I know
I don't know why she didn't tell me.
Your dad died,
but
and you loved him.
Knowing what I know now, I can see why she might not have told me, at least recently,
Is she always on drugs? Because I tried to talk to her. She said she was too high.
I don't want to talk about that.
That's okay. I do drugs all the time, too. I'm working on myself. Your dad does not do drugs. Did you know that? Ugh.
I did not know that, but I know that you do because you called me last night and kept telling me that you are on coke. And
oh, yeah.
I'm
sorry that I asked to see you naked. It was a joke.
Oh, okay, yeah. That made me feel very uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake, too. But I am going to be a nice person to you because you seem really nice, and I saw your Facebook. And your daughter has a tube in her nose. Is she okay now?
She's recovering.
So am I. I'm what you consider in recovery. I'm going to rehab, but I'm not taking it seriously. Is that how she's doing it, too?
Well, she doesn't do coke, so...
That's funny. But you said she's recovering. Does that mean she doesn't need a tube up her nose anymore?
No, she still needs it right now.
Okay. It's for feeding her. It's a good thing. That way she doesn't know that food tastes really bad.
Right.
Did you know
that?
It's
a very sensitive subject. I don't really like talking about it.
Okay, we'll talk about something else.
A stranger who keeps calling me late in the night, saying she's high on coke.
I'm sorry. I was with a good friend last night. He's new to my friendness, but he gave me a PCP joint. He Bill Cosby'd me. I didn't know it was that.
Bill Cosby'd you? That doesn't sound good at all.
I know. He told me it was just weed, but it was really PCP.
Doesn't sound like a very good friend.
That's okay. Lorne is very curious about you, but he doesn't want to scare you away and make you feel uncomfortable. But I told him it's okay. I already made him feel uncomfortable because I asked you if you were naked last night. But I forgot because I thought I was talking to Lorne.
Oh, okay. Well, you did say LJ when you said it, but I guess...
Yeah, I guess I did.
I don't know. Sorry. That's okay, but, you got to stop calling me so much late at night,
Are you... Is your ex-wife still there at your house, or did you kick her out?
I've not kicked her out yet. She's still there. But, she's getting pissed, and I don't want to, hear her run her mouth. I'm so tired of it.
I saw
and you just make it worse by calling so late every night,
I know, but I'm really interested in getting to know you. You're my boyfriend's son.
Right. Well, I just he said he was going to talk to me today, and apparently he's not. I'd have to talk to, you. Like, are you high right now, or?
Yeah. Do you feel abandoned by him? I can fix it. Presenting your dad, Lorne Armstrong. Take it away, Lorne. Lorne!
I mean, when are you pulling my chain here? Is this...
No, he's really there. Lorne, say hi. I see your number up there still.
I'm here, LJ.
Well...
I'm a little bit shy.
Oh, hi.
I'm gun shy.
He doesn't have a gun.
Oh, are you?
Do you have a gun, LJ?
Yeah.
I see your muscles.
Okay, Winnie, please.
That's what I mean by guns. You think I'm being sexual? Stop being inappropriate.
No, what I think you're doing is talking too much.
She does like to talk, it seems.
She does, and it's me and our best friend is trying hard to get her off coke.
I'm trying to be nice.
When she's off coke, she's actually intelligent.
You're being very degrading.
No, I'm just being very honest.
Yes. I mean, I get why you want to hear her talk a lot. She's got an amazing voice.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at? I do.
Because I told you the same thing, remember? LJ, you got a pen and a piece of paper right there?
No, she called me in the middle of doing stuff. I'm not prepared for any of this.
Okay, well,
I didn't expect
if I give you my phone number, if I give you my phone number, you can put it in on your phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 207.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
There's stuff going on. I'm just a little distracted here.
Okay, are you ready?
No, give me another minute. Hold on.
Okay, tell me when you're ready.
All right.
Okay, you ready now?
Yep.
Okay, 207.
207.
Winnie, please.
You don't want to talk to him without me.
Well, why not?
I would say that, I mean, I don't know, she seems like a decent buffer. I mean,
she
doesn't say the right thing, but...
She's really a nice person. She just needs to get away from the coke.
I like nachos.
She's in rehab, and me and our best friends are trying very hard to get her away from it. It's an addiction, and I know that's a hard thing to do.
LJ, probably.
Like that.
LJ, have you ever smoked an addiction before?
Yeah.
A lot of times she doesn't make sense.
He knows what I mean. See, LJ understands. That's why he's being tolerant.
Yeah,
You want some?
Pardon?
If you were here, I'd share my pretzels with you.
That's very kind of you. I do enjoy pretzels.
Yeah, she'd share them with you, but she wouldn't share them with me.
That's right, because LJ's nice and you're not. But I saw LJ's Facebook. It says you're taking home health aid classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday, LJ, I'm sorry I was so shy yesterday and sat back, but I had only found out about you like 2 hours before I talked to you. I spent about an hour and a half of that crying.
Lauren is sensitive. It's a nice thing.
You were crying?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I haven't known very long either, so...
Yeah, still getting choked up about it. I don't understand why your mother never told me.
Nobody's gonna choke you, Lauren. It's okay.
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, but like I said, I don't know how much you heard beforehand, but I'm sure that based on what I found, that it'd be reason to not tell me for at least that amount of time.
Everybody makes mistakes when we're young. Lauren was really young when he made that mistake. He was just a kid. It's okay.
I was really young when I made what mistake? What mistake, Winnie?
When you went to go have sex with a little girl.
Well, I wasn't young. I was just messed up. I was really messed up at the time, and I'll explain that to LJ and go over everything with him. When it's just me and LJ on the phone.
Are you going to show him all the pictures you sent her
What's there to go over, though?
Winnie, I do not need your input right now, Winnie.
Okay, sorry, LJ!
It's okay.
So what'd you ask me, LJ?
I just want to say Winnie seems very sweet, so, and understanding. What's there to explain? I don't get it. Like,
no, there's a lot behind it. a lot that led up to it.
LJ, be careful. He's going to read you the Constitution.
Winnie, I said I do not need your input.
Why the Constitution?
Sorry.
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, is she just making a joke?
Yes, she's...
Every time Lorne explains the sting to somebody...
She's running her mouth where she doesn't need to run it.
So you know they broke the law, and not Lorne. Lorne did not break the law.
Winnie? Winnie?
Adult.
Winnie?
Yeah?
What part of I don't need your input do you not understand?
Hey, LJ, how do you dig your dad? He's very polite, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's trying to get a word in, but, I mean, he could probably do it nicer.
He could, but she has a habit of doing this all the time.
No, I don't. I'm trying to
get irritating
this nice young man.
It gets irritating when she constantly does it, and she does it to irritate people.
That's not why I'm doing it. I'm asking.
What do you mean by
that's the cope.
What do you mean by constantly?
But anyway, the reason why, like all the time, when she does coke, she does this all the time.
That's not true. I'm not even.
Yes, it is. You've done coke last 3 days in a row.
LJ, you are a very handsome man. I think you look great in your suit, in your graduation picture.
Thank you.
Did you play football?
No, I played basketball.
You're a really good baller. Is that what it is?
The reason I wanted to talk to your mom out there was because I wanted to know, I wanted answers from her of why you tell me way back then, because it was like a year after your mom and I were together, my ex-sister-in-law said that she saw Carrie with a baby, and I had always been curious, but Carrie never said anything to me, so I figured that she had gotten back with her ex and
your dad,
your ex's kid.
Right, my father. Yeah. Well, my real dad.
I never knew.
Right.
Up until yesterday, I never knew anything.
I don't have that answer. I mean, I can ask her, but she doesn't really like talking about you too much. She barely was able to tell me about you to begin with.
That's because she really doesn't know a whole lot about me.
Not a whole lot.
Right. Neither do I. But I mean, from what I've seen, and not impressed. So.
Well, I wasn't impressed either at the time when that happened.
Are you impressed?
I was not impressed with myself. Winnie, please.
What?
Well, what were you going to say, Winnie?
Go ahead and say it, Winnie. Say whatever you're going to say.
I was going to say...
Are you okay, Winnie?
Are you impressed by how polite he is, but you keep cutting me off?
Oh, no.
Because you say things when you don't need to say things.
But I was noticing that he's a very sweet person. That's all. And I also was telling him he looks nice.
And you're being kind of rude to her.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it would have been a better idea if I would have had Emma call. Emma doesn't say wild things.
Who is Emma?
She's a stupid wetback. You don't know her.
Oh, geez.
She's one of our best friends.
Yeah.
But she's really polite and knows how to talk to people.
Yeah, she's not like all the other Mexicans. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I'm not prejudiced.
I'll have to take your word for it,
Do they have Mexicans in Washington?
Yes, they do.
Very few.
They're all white. I want to live there. Lorne, can we move to Washington with LJ? How many bedrooms do you have in your place?
LJ, there's a lot to know. There's not. I know what you see on the internet is all that you know about me, but there's everything that happened in my life before then led up to that messed up time in my life. But if that messed up time in my life did not happen, then I wouldn't be able to get my life straight now.
If your mom told Lorne about you, he would never have tried to fuck a little girl. It's her fault a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm going through like sort of a divorce right now, and the complications with my child. I mean, I don't want to go out and fuck a child right now, but I'm having problems. I just don't get it.
Yeah, well, I don't get it either because I never wanted to before either.
We all have different outlets for our stresses. I'm glad that you choose something that's healthy. unfortunately, Lorne chose to go fuck a little girl. But right now, he's better. He's a different man. You're a different man now. He's good now.
He's been kind of rude to you on this call.
Yeah, because she said some off-the-wall things.
He's mad at me because I chose to do a drug today, and I apologize if that is making you upset, Lorne, but I am really liking to hear you talk to this nice young man, and I think he's a nice guy. Maybe he's a good dad, and he won't abandon his little girl like you abandoned him.
I didn't abandon LJ. I never even knew about LJ. If I would have known about him, I never would have abandoned him.
LJ, was your wife fat?
Oh, what difference does that make, Winnie?
I'm sorry. I don't know.
I told your grandmother about you this morning.
Oh, okay.
And she was surprised, and she really didn't know what to say.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
She wants to hold you in her arms like a little baby because she doesn't know that you're not a kid anymore. You're a big grown man.
And, like, does my grandmother have a name, or is it just, do I call her Grandma?
It's Grandma.
Okay, LJ, are you asking me or are you asking Winnie?
Well, I was just asking in general, but I think she just answered it, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Winnie.
Her name is Gwen, but she prefers to be called another name.
Her name is not Gwen. It's Gwendolyn. She goes by Linda.
Grandma Linda. She's a nice lady. She's really old.
She goes by Linda.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Sometimes
Her
you're
middle-
the
Her name's Gwendolyn, but she goes by Linda? I never heard that.
I can't hear anything you say because Wendy's doing the same thing she's always doing.
God.
Her middle name is Linda. She goes by Linda.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Well, that's interesting. That's good to know, I guess.
Did she say whatever?
Okay, Winnie, can you please quiet down?
I'm going to go get a sandwich.
Okay.
Oh, what kind of sandwich are you getting?
I love sandwiches. I am going to make a grilled cheese sandwich because I have cheese and it's smoked cheddar. I can't wait. I'll be right back.
Okay, LJ, where in Washington are you? Where in Lacey? Are you in Lacey?
Olympia?
What part of Olympia?
It's the part...
Winnie, when did you change your name to LJ?
I can do that today if you like. I don't know.
I would rather...
That'd be weird. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm not comfortable with just giving you, like...
I can't hear you, LJ. I'm sorry. When she does that, I can't hear it.
Are you asking me or your boyfriend?
I'm asking you, but she seems to be trying to answer every question we both ask.
It doesn't matter. Look, I have something to tell you both.
Yeah.
What? We're waiting, Winnie.
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Okay, please go make your sandwich so me and LJ can talk for a minute without noise.
It's pretty funny.
He is funny, but there's times when she needs to not try to be so funny because, like now, when we're trying to talk, where we're just meeting and getting the chance to talk.
Right. Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you, and I mean, don't take offense, but I don't really feel comfortable giving you personal information like that right now. Since we're just talking. And,
well, the reason... Okay, after a while, you'll get past that, I hope. The reason I'm asking you is because you have 3 cousins out there that I was really close to. And if you want to meet up with them, then I can get a hold of them and you can meet them.
Well, yeah, I don't know about all that just yet. That's too much, too soon.
Okay.
This is all new to me. I'm still...
Yeah, I know. It's after 47 years of thinking I don't have kids, and then all of a sudden finding out that I've had a kid for almost 22 years. Yeah, 48. 48. I just turned 48.
Lauren, you can't make children when you're old. What?
Yeah. You're worried about having kids in the world at 8? Or
what's that?
Nothing. It doesn't matter.
Lauren, you said Didn't know that you had a kid
Winnie.
for 68 years. What the fuck is your problem? They start really young in the Armstrong family. Don't worry about that, LJ. He's just kidding.
Do they really?
Yeah.
LJ, well, okay, Winnie, I really need you to not talk, okay?
Okay.
Neither one of us can get a word in
Sorry!
because you're talking all the time.
I find her
What I was saying, LJ, was for 48 years, I didn't have a kid. And then I find out that at 48, there you go again, Winnie.
He almost had a kid in Bowling Green.
Winnie, you are not funny to me right now. Will you please not talk?
Okay.
What I was saying, LJ, was finding out that when I'm 48 years old, that I have had a kid for the last 22 years and not knowing about it. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, you're just wording it very weird. Like, you know,
Change your
Yeah.
you were worried about having a kid for 48 years.
Main public school.
Yeah. No, I've always wanted to have a kid. I've always loved kids. Not in that way. Not in the kind of way where I got caught up in that sting, though. That's not how I've always loved kids. Don't get that in your head, please.
This is going really well with me shutting up, Lorne. Good job.
Yeah, well, there's nothing, you know, if I would have had the chance right from the beginning, then LJ would know me now. He'd know the person I was, and, you know, there wouldn't be all this trying to get to know each other and figure things out.
LJ, I'm going to make peanut butter.
That's what I'm so upset about.
Do you like them? I can
My whole life would have been different. LJ's whole life would have been different. Quite possibly Carrie's would have too. Because I probably would have married Carrie if I would have known.
Not to sound rude or anything, but Winnie, what were you asking? You asked me a question?
Yeah, Lorne got mad at me and interrupted me and talked more about your mom, even though you asked him not to bring her up. But I'm making peanut butter cookies today. I would be happy to send you some.
Oh, those sound delicious. Yeah, okay. Sorry,
LJ, if you want to...
it sounded important.
If you want to give me a call back later on so it can be just me and you that talk, then that'd be a lot better than us continuously getting interrupted by Winnie.
I'll be
She doesn't have any filter of when to not interrupt.
Well, that's charming, though. I'm going to be honest, and please don't take offense, but, you know, I don't think I'm comfortable talking to you alone at this point. I mean, I kind of enjoy Winnie as a buffer just because it's...
I understand that. I really do. It's just I wish that she was not high.
LJ, where in Olympia do you live?
Yeah. I don't really feel comfortable giving that information out at this moment.
They have a hands-on children's museum there. You should take your little girl there. It looks fun. I'm looking at all the exhibits. She can touch a ball, and lightning will touch her hands, but it won't hurt her.
I used to live over at Capitol Club when that was before I met your mother.
Is that a jail?
I think. No, that was actually I lived over there when I met your mother. That was when I met your mother that I lived over there. Do you know where Capitol Club apartment?
I met your mother, you know.
What's that? What'd you say, LJ? Capitol Club Apartments. Do you know where that is?
It's in Lacey.
Again, I just don't feel comfortable talking about where I live and what I know. You know, my whole living situation. I just don't feel comfortable. I mean, I have a young child, and
that's
I know you say this is a long story, but
your mom.
You don't need to tell me where you live. I was telling you where I lived. I was telling you places that I lived when I was out there.
Where he impregnated your mom.
Right,
That's
yeah.
Where they were having sex when you were made.
Where
I was made.
I lived at Capitol Club when I met your mom. That's where I lived, was at Capitol Club Apartments. Then I also lived at I lived at Capitol Heights Apartments in Tumwater.
Why don't you tell him something interesting about yourself? Nobody fucking cares what residence you're
Really? My God.
When can I expect the peanut butter cookies?
I can send them today, but I will need an address.
Oh.
I am sorry. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable, but I will say this. I think you have a lot of courage talking to some weirdo who says he's your dad, and he sounds like some cornpone hillbilly, but he's really a nice guy.
Right, yeah. I mean, I would, but I just, as it stands right now, I just don't want him to get any of my information, you understand?
I know, because he's a sex predator, but, you don't have to worry about him. He won't hurt you. Number one.
Maybe when he explains and stuff, but as of right now, from what I've seen, it's just,
Lorne,
it's off-putting.
Of course, because nobody wants to know that their dad did a bad thing. Lorne, why don't you tell your probation officer that you're with child now, and you can leave the state to visit him?
No, I can't leave the state right now. There's still a lot of things that I need to know. I've got 22 years of having a kid that I never knew anything about.
Well, talk to him and stop telling him where you lived. LJ, Lorne loves country music. He can play the guitar, and he sings really well. He also has 2 dogs named Sadie and Roscoe. They're his best friends. They're very sweet. He lives on his own plot of land in Maine, and he drives a truck for a living. See, that's the kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I'm not a fan of country music, but I wouldn't mind hearing you sing sometime, I guess, to see. I mean, if Winnie says you're good.
He's a karaoke star. If he was allowed in bars, he'd go kill it every night. It's a karaoke
bar.
And then Lorne sang a song that made your mama's panties drop, and now you're here. I'm really happy to meet you.
LJ, if you go on YouTube...
You seem like a lovely woman. Yeah.
You'll be able to find my YouTube channel.
YouTube.
You'll be able to hear me.
Hold on,
you'll be able to hear me sing on there.
I have a computer in front of me. Hold on. YouTube. Okay, hold on. Lorne Armstrong. I don't find...
Yeah, there's all kinds of crap about me on there, too. Weird-ass church of college crap.
What do you watch?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Well, look, we got these new chairs. You have to sit down.
I have to sit down.
That's not it, LJ. That's the wrong one.
No, it's not definitely not what I wanted you to see.
Well,
you see a circle, a circle with a capital L in it.
You said to go on YouTube.
Yeah.
A capital L? Let me try that.
Yeah, a blue circle with a capital L in the middle of it. That's my channel.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I told everybody that I would...
Phone conversation interview? What is this?
What is it? Winnie, can you send him the link to my YouTube channel?
Tell him about my past. I'll tell you all about my past. I've decided that I'm not going to tell you all about my past. I'll give you an example of 5 years before I got incarcerated.
Your father is a published author, and he also does exercise videos and cooking instruction. He does.
Yes.
I try to do good things. I've always tried to do good things, and it wound up biting me in the ass, and I lost my mind. I couldn't think straight, and that's what happened at the Sting.
You lost your mind?
I lost my mind. I couldn't think straight about what I was doing, and
did you seek
I got bad thoughts.
Help after you
bad thoughts
lost your
in my head.
mind? I mean,
no, yeah, I'm still going to class now.
You mean class?
To a sex offender treatment class I have to go to. I've been in therapy.
You have to go to?
About, I have to go to that because...
Don't think bad about it. It's like sex offender college. Your dad's going to college.
But I've been to
How
therapy
long have you been
because...
taking class for?
I took one for 4.5 years, and this one here I've been in for like 8 or 9 months.
Wait,
I've been in therapy... No, it's the same one. It's just I got new probation officers, so they want me and a couple other guys to start a whole different class all over again, and I don't know, something about a contract that they had.
To start the class over again?
Yeah.
So you were in it for 4.5 years, and then you had to start over? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, well, it didn't sound good to me.
A lot of people go to classes for 4.5 years. They usually get like a degree, you know?
Yeah, I know, but this is completely different. It's not college.
It is. He went to the university, U of R. The university is great. It's funny, LJ. It's okay.
No, that's not funny, Winnie. It's not funny.
Well,
To me, that's not
so
funny.
is it I mean, I'm obviously ill-informed, but is it usually, how long does it usually take? Because that's a long time, in my opinion.
Well, it's only an hour and a half. It was only an hour and a half class a week, and I didn't always get a chance to do my exercises. It's like I've had an exercise done for the last month. Yeah, an exercise in the book that we have to do. I've had an exercise ready. I've had an exercise done for the last month.
Like school?
Yeah, it's kind of like school. It's you have to do homework.
Could you give me an example of an exercise?
He has to carry a backpack.
No, I can't give. They try to get into your head, so they ask you questions so that you can think about what happened at the time. They ask you questions so that you can try to think about what happened at the time and what frame of mind you were in, how you feel about doing the crime, and all that stuff. It's that type of thing. But
So,
there's all kinds of different questions.
That's pretty much it? Oh, there's different. Okay, because, I mean...
Yeah, there's a lot of different questions.
That seems like... That doesn't seem like it would... I mean, don't take any offense here, but I don't see how that should take 4.5 years plus 8 months to,
No, there's a lot of different questions, though. That's not the only kind of question. I had old thick book that I finished in the other one.
More, or?
No, because I don't really know how in depth I'm supposed to go into with anybody of what's in the book, of what I have to do in the class.
So it's just called registered sex offender class?
Yeah, sex offender treatment class.
It's U of R.
1A, please.
I'm trying to help.
Well, I'm very uncomfortable myself not knowing a lot of answers.
For so long.
I gotta go inside the building so I can do
hard one.
I get to talk to you
this
all
load here and get my next load.
LJ Lorne takes loads back and forth in his truck.
Winnie, if I get cut off, it's because I'm in the building. I'll call you back when I get.
Oh, speaking of that,
If I get cut off.
Are you circumcised?
Winnie,
What?
don't ask inappropriate questions, please.
Okay, but are you?
Winnie, use your head, please.
I like that you are white.
Oh, I appreciate that. And, you got a keen eye, I guess. I don't...
Lorne plays guitar. His house is filthy, though. Hopefully he'll clean it up before you take Leslie over.
Can Lorne still hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I mean, Google is, pretty powerful. I mean, it says, I looked up registered sex offender class. It says how long does treatment last, and it says the duration varies. The treatment's not complete until the person changes his or her behavior and makes safe and healthy decisions. So then wouldn't that mean you've been going 4.5 years without doing either of those things?
Some of the unhealthy decisions of people from the Internet, because I got engaged with them. Some of the unhealthy decisions
on the Internet?
No, because I engaged with people on the Internet. I conversed with people on the Internet.
Lorne's engaged.
And that's part of the big reason.
Oh, okay, so when did that happen? 5
years ago, like when I got out of incarceration, like 3 months after I got out of incarceration.
When you started treatment?
No, well, when I started treatment, it was right after I got out of incarceration.
I'm wearing red underwear.
Right, but when did you start engaging on the Internet?
That was probably, I'd say probably a year after, because Emma had sent me a package in the mail because she wanted to be friends, and I started talking to her, and I didn't know anything about anything that was on the Internet about me.
So
his boyfriend is gay.
So in a year... Wait, what?
What's that, LJ? I don't know what she said. What'd you say, Winnie?
What did you just say?
Emma's boyfriend is gay and half black.
What?
Gay? How are they together?
No, you mean your best friend? She's talking about Dan. Emma is our best friend, and
I can hear you typing, LJ.
And Dan is Winnie's best friend.
I hope so.
I know you will. Okay. You're all excited and everything. All right. Now I'm really uncomfortable.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's on my mind. It makes to me my soon to be the one.
That that was your dad.
Oh, that was a powerful voice, and I am kind of impressed a little bit.
No, thank you. I'm surprised you can't sing. Or can you?
Oh, my God. Stop being so presumptuous and rude. Of course he can sing. Listen to that voice.
I just said, or can you?
Sing a...
yeah, but I don't do it for audiences. I'm too...
Okay, sing to me.
Yeah, sing something, LJ.
No, I'm too... I can't. I can only do it when I'm alone.
Do you sing in the shower?
Stupid.
Just pretend we're in the shower with you.
Oh, that's quite inappropriate.
No.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean just pretend that you're just...
Wait, yeah, why is that inappropriate?
Because
it's just like,
If you sing in the shower and you're comfortable with that, just pretend you're in the shower. That's what I mean. I shaved my legs and they look ashy. I didn't put lotion on.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, this is a lot to take in,
Don't Google Lorne anymore.
Yeah, it is. It's.
I mean...
It is really a lot to dig in.
Yeah, I mean, you told me to YouTube your name, and I'm just seeing all this garbage, and,
Yeah, there's all kinds of weirdos on the internet that are obsessed with me because of that show, and it's messed up.
Right, but I mean, some of this is you.
Well, yeah, on that YouTube channel, my YouTube channel. But I stopped doing that like a few years ago, a couple of years ago. Actually, it's been a little over a year, about a year and a half.
Yeah, I'm sorry for being so standoffish and just, it's not a great time in my life, and, I'm having to put up with my, soon-to-be ex-wife. She's not a good person to me.
I'd like to talk to you more about it, but I'd rather have a one-on-one conversation. I'd really like to talk to your mother, too, because I have questions.
He wants to hook up with her, don't you?
Well, I mean...
No, I don't, Winnie.
Well, I mean, I
really
I don't know about talking to my mom. That's on her. I can't really do anything about that if she doesn't want to talk to you. She doesn't want to talk to you. But I mean, I don't mind Winnie being on. I find her, as I said, endearing. It makes it a little easier to talk to you.
I'm funny.
I don't want her answering questions for me and saying rude things, and she has a habit of doing that.
Well, why did you have me call him and pretend like you weren't on the phone and you were muted at first if you didn't trust me? I'm not saying anything bad.
Got a point there.
You said some inappropriate things. And as far as your mom, I'd really like for you to ask your mom to talk to me, because I have some questions for her that I really like to have answered, because my life could have been a whole lot different.
Her decision.
My life could have been a lot different. Yours could have been a lot different.
My mother into speaking to you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. It's just it's a really tough thing. I don't understand it.
Okay, well, like I said, I'll say something, but I guarantee it's not going to make a difference what I have to say. I mean, especially when I go back to her and I say, hey, he told me to YouTube him, and I found all this, disgusting stuff. So
yeah, well, there's a lot of disgusting people in the world.
I haven't learned. That's true, but I mean, every time I've asked you about stuff, you just say, you can explain, and then, I Google your name, and, you're talking about a sting, and
yeah, well, there's no way that I can get it.
Tell me to YouTube you singing, and
there's no way that I can get away from anything being on the internet. I can't get away from that. You're gonna find out anything that's on there anyway. I'm shocked that you haven't already found it after your mother told you about me. I mean, because it's there. All I have to do is Google. All I have to do is Google my name, and she knew my name.
Right. Again, but like my daughter's having issues. I'm going through like something of a divorce right now, and it's like the last thing on my mind is to Google the name of a man that hasn't been in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I know exactly what you mean.
Why was your baby born early? Was she on drugs? Is that why you're divorcing?
I don't want to really talk about that.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess I am saying, but yeah, more or less that's what happened.
Well, LJ, my dad left my mom with 6 kids when I was 3, and or actually when I was 2, and I never knew him never met him till I was 21. If I would have known about you, I would have been in your life, and I never would have left, but I didn't know anything about you. So I guess that's why I'm pretty upset.
I don't want to come off rude or anything, but I mean, I don't understand. Why are you bringing up you didn't know your dad, and then
But just so you know, part of Well, part of my life.
It's a family tradition to neglect your children.
Winning is not a family tradition to neglect. It's not a family tradition to try to neglect. None of us kids have ever neglected any kids. If I would have known about LJ, I never would have left because everything's hard because I never knew anything.
She never really talked about you, so like I don't know, you sticking around or whatever it is you like to say. It's who knows if that she would even have allowed that. I have no idea.
She didn't want Lorne to be your dad. She wanted her boyfriend to be her dad. It's okay.
No, she broke up with him. She broke up with him to go out with me.
Clearly she must have thought she made a mistake if she, left and didn't tell you anything, right?
Talk about really stupid things to say.
I'm really comfortable on talking about any of that until I talk to her about this stuff. So this is, I really want to know more about you, LJ. And this is all just put on me yesterday. So
what else do you need to know? My life is pretty much spiraling into a shithole. It's like my wife and I are breaking up, probably. My kid's not doing well. I just found out my real father was caught in some fucking sting. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, no kidding.
I'm sorry.
I don't want you to judge me off that sting. That makes it really hard.
Your behavior. Judge them by what they tell you. Lorne is a good man.
Well, it's kind of hard when all I'm presented with is that, and then you tell me to YouTube you singing, and all I find is
there's no way that I can get away. There's no way that I can get away from the internet stuff. I know I'm all over the internet. It didn't matter what I pointed out to you. If you go on the internet and look me up, Google my name, you'll see.
Like
you did yesterday, and you see all that stuff. I can't get away from that.
Look on the bright side. Lorne's famous. He's your famous dad.
I guess that's kind of why
I'm busy. I don't have time to go on YouTube all the time. But you're the one that said to look you up on YouTube. I didn't even think to do that.
Yeah, but yesterday when you looked me up on Google, and you found that.
Well,
I wasn't prepared for you to look me up on Google. But that's kind of why I wanted you to meet one of your cousins. I was around them all the time. I did things with them all the time, and. Maybe from them you get to know the person that I was before.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is that the person you were before. So it still happened. It's not like
it still happened, but it's not the person that I am now. I'm not going to base my life around what happened to me then because it was a bad time in my life.
Right, but okay, fair enough. But me meeting my cousins and they're telling me about how you used to be. That's not how you are now, right? That's how you were then.
That's how I was then. It's pretty much the way I am now. It's just I'm older. What? When
okay. So, okay. So it's this chunk of time that was different. It's not, I guess.
Yeah. There was a chunk of time in my life that was a bad time.
Lorne went temporarily
I went through a lot of bad things.
Yeah, okay.
Was that a fart? Which one of you farted? LJ, that was a good one, son.
God, Winnie.
Okay.
I am the judge. Tell LJ if there's anything I know about its farts. That was great.
All right, hang on, you two. I got to go in here so I can get my paperwork on the next load.
LJ, do you need me to go babysit your daughter?
If you want to, I'm busy and,
I'm not a molester. Your dad prefers ham.
Well, I definitely won't feel comfortable with him around her. Not to be rude or anything, but just he keeps saying he's going to explain, but I haven't heard an explanation.
Once you get to know him, you'll see that he's as gentle as a pussy.
No, I feel like he's just, giving me the runaround for answers and stuff.
It's okay. I don't think he doesn't really want to discuss that part anyway. And once you get to know him better, you'll be able to have that discussion with a better context. But right now, here and now is what we should be worried about. And Lorne Armstrong's doing just fine. He declared bankruptcy last year and got a fresh start with that, too.
filed bankruptcy.
Yeah, he's getting a fresh start on everything. Everybody deserves a third chance.
A third chance. I mean, this isn't boding well for him.
He's your dad. You got to accept him. And he's a good person, and he also makes rice pudding.
You know, I can still hear everything you two are saying.
Oh, sorry.
And there's no third chance. And I'm in a place where I'm not going to talk about something like that right now.
I just got through defending you. Why are you upset?
Because
she's telling me about your bankruptcy and...
LJ.
Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't know if anyone was here still. What's up?
I think Lorne's mad.
I don't understand why. I mean, he's not providing any details. At least you're trying to help me understand.
I don't know. I think, like...
I mean...
He gets real suspicious. You don't know about this, but people online go online to learn about him. And then they want to, like, contact him and troll him. So it gives him PTSD. Because he says really goofy things on the phone, and people think it's funny. So they want to record him all the time and get him to talk about stuff like the sting and all that. But all the other times, and people...
Oh. All right. Thanks. I didn't hang up on you. I got cut off in there.
Circumcised.
Is LJ still around?
Yeah.
Huh? All right. Hey, me and my tribe, I can't talk. Don't want to talk to a bunch of people like that.
They can't breathe.
Okay. I'm gonna be point blank about this because I have the right to be point blank about this.
Uh-huh.
I do want a DNA test done because there's no reason. Your mother had no reason to not tell me for 22 years.
Are you calling my mother a whore?
Yeah, he is. He's saying
No,
you slept with so many
Winnie.
Dad is.
I am not, Winnie. I am not talking to you, Winnie. I'm talking to LJ. It's between me and LJ.
Then maybe you should say it in a nicer way.
Winnie, please. LJ, you can find it as offensive as you want. I didn't call your mother a whore. Well, you can if you want to. I didn't call your mother a whore. Your mother was not a whore that I knew of.
She fucked you.
I don't know that, you know, the way your mother is saying is true. What?
You're saying you don't know that she was a whore. She might have been.
I don't know for a fact that you're my kid. You really might not be my kid. You really might be the dad that you've known all this time. You really might be his kid. I don't know.
Well, then why would she tell me that you are?
Because of this. This is the fact of the matter right here. Is when me and your mother was together, a year later, my ex-sister-in-law saw your mother with a kid. And she was already back with the father that you've known all your life. So I don't know for a fact. And I would be stupid not to want a DNA test done. Because I don't want a false thing of just going by somebody's word. Then I'd really be an idiot. I haven't seen your mother for 20-some-odd years. Then 22 years later, I'm finding out that I have a kid. For somebody that has gone through their life, the whole life, not thinking that he's ever had any kids, for us to be dumped on him, and then 2 hours later be talking to him. 5. I've always wanted a kid, yes. But I want to make sure that it's right. I don't want you to be led on differently, and I don't want me to be led on differently. I want to know the truth.
I'm going to be frank with you. I am very offended right now, not only because of this whole DNA matter, but the fact that you're, insinuating my mother is a whore. No. I know you didn't ask any of this. I know you did not ask any of this. I did not call your mother a whore. I just told you out straight that I knew that your mother was never a whore. She was never the kind to sleep around. She went with. You didn't say never. You said I don't know.
You said I don't know.
I don't know.
You know what?
I said I don't know because I got cut off and I wasn't able to finish my sentence. I said I don't know if you really are my kid or if you really are the dad that you've known all your life. I don't know if you're mine or his.
So
because that time frame was so close.
Whore,
Winnie, I don't need your opinion right now, Winnie. This is the serious. This is the serious shit. Because she does this all the time. It's irritating. Because it's irritating.
I mean, now
I don't need to be interrupted by her all the time. I'm not going to be judged by you right now either.
Oh, yeah?
Calling my mother a whore.
All right, LJ, you want to talk to me at a different time when you can find a different way to talk to me, then I'm fine with that.
A different
Until then,
way?
you can let your mother know that I want a DNA test done.
You tired of what?